You're looking for a way to burn fat faster, and you stumble upon this idea of training in a fasted state. So now you're super excited because you think you can just burn a bunch of extra fat from your workouts by incorporating more cardio sessions on an empty stomach with absolutely no side effects. And even though the research on this topic is mixed, with some studies showing that you can in fact burn fat faster by exercising on an empty stomach, and other studies showing that you can't, I fully agree that there are ways that you could use fasted training and fasting in general to help burn fat faster. But what effect does fasted cardio have on your muscle mass? I mean, even if your main goal is to burn body fat, most of you are looking to not only decrease your body fat percentage, but you're also looking to improve your overall body composition. To do that, not only do you need to lower your body fat percentage, but you also need to increase your lean body mass over time. And even though chances are very high that you won't be losing muscle mass just by throwing in a few fasted cardio sessions into your routine the right way, there are 5 major mistakes that'll make it much harder for you to gain and even preserve muscle mass during your fasted cardio sessions. In fact, some of the mistakes that I'm about to go over can definitely lead to the catabolism or the breakdown of muscle mass, ultimately slowing your progress. So I want to go over these 5 fasted cardio training mistakes that you should avoid so you can reach your ideal body composition with less road bumps along the way. Let's start with one of the worst mistakes that you can make that'll lead to muscle loss, and that's doing fasted cardio in combination with severely restricting calories. Now, as extreme and rare as this might sound, I want to make it clear that this is actually a very common problem that most regular everyday people trying to burn fat run into. So many people notice that they gain some weight and all they could think about all day long is getting it off as fast as possible. Rather than being practical, they try to do everything at once. They try fasting. When they're not fasting, they still try to continue keeping their calories really low. And then on top of all that, they add in fasted cardio workouts to try to speed up fat loss even more. This happens more often than not because most people don't treat being fit as a lifestyle, and instead they urgently race to get fit at the last second when shit hits the fan. In this process of cutting calories in an unintelligent way, basically crash dieting, they wind up getting significantly less protein in per day. Essential amino acids are called essential for a reason. If you don't get enough essential amino acids from your diet, your body will cannibalize your muscles to get them, and fasted cardio will accelerate this process. According to the research published in the Strength and Conditioning Journal in 2012, protein losses can exceed 10% of the total calories burnt over the course of a 1-hour fasted cardio session. This was actually double the protein losses that occurred when compared to the fed training group in the same study. Now, burning some extra protein from your fasted cardio workouts isn't going to be that big of a deal if you're eating a well-balanced diet. But if you're combining fasted cardio sessions with a crash diet, which like I said is very common, then this would definitely lead to muscle loss. This is especially true since multiple studies support increasing your protein intake higher and higher as you decrease your calories lower and lower in order to preserve muscle during a cut. So the solution is obvious. Don't combine crash dieting or even aggressive dieting with a ton of fasted cardio. If you're dead set on doing more fasted cardio, then make sure that you're only reducing calories from maintenance by no more than 20 to 25%. If you want to do more of an aggressive diet where you're reducing calories from maintenance by, let's say, even 30, 35%, or an amount even greater than that, then you should definitely try to keep fasted cardio and cardio in general to a minimum to preserve more muscle mass. Let's move on to the next mistake that won't lead to major muscle loss like crash dieting, but it can definitely slow your rate of muscle growth. This mistake is not having some form of protein either before or after a fasted workout, which actually turns out to be ideal for building more muscle. For a long time, it was believed that there was a short 30 to 60 minute anabolic window after a workout where you had to take in protein right away to prevent muscle loss. This has been largely debunked, and according to the studies, having protein immediately after a workout isn't quite as necessary as we once thought when you're in a fed state. However, if you're training on an empty stomach with fasted cardio and you're trying to gain muscle, research shows that having either a protein shake or a meal with protein sooner rather than later can help with muscle recovery and muscle growth. Now, having a protein shake or a meal directly after a fasted workout isn't going to skyrocket muscle gains alone. The research clearly says that having protein after the fasted workout led to a positive effect on the promotion of lean muscle growth, but this effect was minor, not major. A more major effect was noticed in a study where two fasted training groups were compared, in which one group had protein directly before their workout and the other group had protein after their workout. And it turns out that the group that had it before the workout, they ended up experiencing significantly higher levels of protein synthesis. So the point is that if you want to increase protein synthesis and promote muscle growth, having protein directly before a fasted workout is most beneficial, and having it after a fasted workout can help with protein synthesis as well. Next is a much bigger mistake, which is performing excessive long duration cardio sessions while fasted. Excessively long cardio sessions lasting more than 45 minutes to an hour or greater than 5 days a week is not great for your body composition, your hormones, or for your muscle mass. Also, research shows that too much training in a glycogen depleted state can substantially increase the amount of muscle tissue proteins burnt for energy during exercise. And just to clarify, a glycogen depleted state is exactly the state you'll be in when doing fasted cardio. Now, like I said, a couple of fasted cardio sessions will likely benefit you rather than hurt you, but if you go overboard with longer and longer cardio sessions, the more you'll have a negative effect on muscle and strength and ultimately growth. This isn't the only problem with doing too much cardio. Whether fasted or not, doing excessive amounts of cardio has been shown to decrease testosterone levels and increase cortisol levels. Negatively affecting your hormones in this way is bad for both building muscle and burning fat. Excessive cardio also leads to overuse injuries, especially to the lower body. And overtraining itself, whether caused by weight training or cardio, can lead to muscle loss. Another thing to consider is if you do too much fasted cardio throughout the week, you'll be in a state of constant exhaustion and you won't have the energy that you need to move the heavy weight loads required to build muscle effectively. My recommendation to avoid these problems is to simply stick to fasted cardio sessions that are less than 30 to 45 minutes long in duration and no more than 2 to 3 times a week. Substituting your long duration steady state cardio sessions for high intensity interval training is another great way to keep your fasted cardio sessions short but effective. In either case, make sure that the amount of cardio you're doing in combination with the amount of calories you're eating isn't negatively affecting your resistance training program. And this actually leads me right to the next mistake: performing fasted cardio before weight training. Those of you that have watched some of my other videos know that I'm a big fan of doing cardio after weight training, but I couldn't be more against the idea of doing it in reverse. The reason is because if you do fasted cardio before your weight training session, you're gonna burn any leftover stored glycogen in your muscles and your liver before you switch over to primarily oxidizing fat for energy. That stored glycogen is the fuel that your body needs to get you through an intense weight training workout. If you do fasted cardio before you lift weights, you're gonna be much weaker during that workout. If you're trying to cut or you're trying to lose body fat, you should know that the number one training stimulus to prevent muscle loss during a cut is to maintain as much strength as possible throughout that cut. Well, doing fasted cardio before weights will definitely not help you maintain strength. In fact, it'll probably accelerate losses in strength. Now, if you're eating a caloric surplus because you're not trying to burn fat, but instead you're trying to build muscle, doing fasted cardio workouts before weights won't help you either. This is because, again, the number one training stimulus for muscle growth is to get stronger, and we do that through progressive overload, which is progressively increasing the volume and intensity of your workouts. Again, burning out all your glycogen stores before lifting weights definitely won't help you increase the volume of that workout. Bottom line, if you want to do fasted cardio and weight training together, save the cardio for after weight training. This brings me right to the final mistake: trying to burn fat by only sticking to fasted cardio without also doing weight training. This is a sure way to lose muscle mass, and you definitely won't be gaining much muscle with this kind of training strategy. Research shows that resistance training is far more effective than cardiovascular training for building and preserving muscle mass. If you only do fasted cardio, sure, you'll be burning fat, but your body also has no reason to keep metabolically expensive muscle mass around. Especially since carrying more muscle mass will cause you to weigh more, which will typically reduce your efficiency at performing most cardio workouts. As you lose weight, your cardio workouts will burn less calories per session, and in the process of losing muscle, your metabolism will slow down, which will be very counterproductive even if you don't care about muscle mass and you're only focused on burning fat. weight training also provides many benefits for your testosterone levels, insulin, HGH, as well as a number of other hormones that fasted cardio won't be able to do alone. If you want to improve your body composition, you should definitely ensure that you're incorporating at least a couple days of weight training into your routine every week. That's it. I hope this video has helped you out. If you enjoyed it, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit that bell icon so you can get notified whenever I release more free tips and tricks just like this to help you build more muscle and burn more fat. Also, for those of you that are looking for a done-for-you program that'll help you burn fat and build muscle faster than ever, visit my website where we're running challenges designed to help you build muscle and burn fat faster than ever before in only 6 weeks. You get a workout plan, a custom diet plan, as well as an accountability coach to help mentor and guide you through the entire process. This takes all the guesswork out and helps you hit your goals faster without any of the grueling trial and error that just wastes your time. On average, the clients that have a goal of losing body fat during our 6-week challenge are losing either 20 pounds or 5% of their body fat, and those that do the muscle building program are gaining up to 5% lean body mass in only 6 weeks. To find out more about our 6-week challenge, you can click the link somewhere around here, or you can visit my website directly at gravitytransformation.com. I'll see you guys soon.